Hello students, this video is very important as we are going to study how to determine values of trigonometric functions. As you all know that the values of some standard angle, so in first quadrant 0 to 90 means in a first quadrant you have already learned these values. This is about first quadrant. Okay, we have one example over here. If sine of theta is negative half, then find all trigonometric functions where theta lies in third quadrant. Why it is necessary to give the quadrant for the given angle? Because without that we cannot determine the sign of the function, whether it is positive or negative. And how to determine the sign of function? For that we have a trick over here. In a first quadrant all t functions are positive. In second quadrant sine and its reciprocal positive. In third tan and its reciprocal positive. Whereas in fourth quadrant cos and its reciprocal is positive. So this trick is useful to determine the sign of the value. What about this trick? This trick connects all t functions to each other. Means by knowing one t function we can determine other t functions. Which function do you know here? Here you know sine of theta is negative half. So from sine I can have two directions. From sine I can go to the cosec, cosec to cot, cot to tan, tan to sec, sec to cos. Or I will choose second option, from sine to cos, cos to sec, sec to tan, tan to cot, cot to cosec. So in any direction you can move here. So by knowing one t ratio you can determine other t ratios. So first I will use reciprocal relation. So what is a cosec theta? Cosec theta is 1 by sine theta. So how much it is? Sine is negative half, so it becomes negative 2. This is the answer for cosec theta. This is the value of cosec theta. Now we'll determine second value. From cosec I can determine cot. How? It is a square relation. Cosec square theta is 1 plus cot square. After this, after determining cosec, we can determine cot. What is the relation between cot and cosec? As a cot is downside, so 1 less than cosec. So cot square theta is cosec square theta minus 1. Isn't it? So what would be the value? Cosec square theta just now we have calculated negative 2 square minus 1, and it would be 4 minus 1, and answer is 3. So this is a cot square theta, but we would like to take square root on both sides. What is a cot theta? It is a square root plus or minus. So what is the role of that quadrant that comes in play? Whether should I take negative root theta or positive root theta? That we have to decide on the basis of quadrant. In third quadrant tan and its reciprocal is positive. Tan's are reciprocal cot. So tan and its reciprocal cot are positive. So I will take only positive value. So it is a positive root 3. So we will exclude that negative as theta is in third quadrant. That is the reason. Keep on calculating. So what is the next one? I will try to find out the value of second. From cot I will calculate tan. So what is the tan of theta? Tan theta is a reciprocal of cot, 1 by cot theta. Cot theta just now calculated positive root 3. So 1 upon positive root 3. So this is the value of tan theta. After tan theta we can determine next value. From tan we can determine sec. Again a square relation. Tan to sec. What is a sec? Sec square theta is equals to 1 plus tan square theta. So what is it? 1 plus tan square. So 1 plus 1 upon root 3 square. So the answer is 1 plus 1 by 3, that is 4 plus 1, 5 by 3, that is 5 by 3, sorry, 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. So sec square is 4 by 3. What is the sec theta then? Then sec theta is, taking square root on both sides, it is 2 upon 3, but plus or minus again. Choose sec lies in which quadrant? Sec is a reciprocal of cos, so cos is positive in fourth, but we are talking about third, means cos as well as sec is negative in third, so we will choose negative value of this. So sec theta is negative 2 by 3, as theta is in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So using that we can determine cos, value of cos. What about cos? Cos theta is equals to 1 by, cos is a reciprocal of sec theta. Sec is calculated, so 1 upon negative 2 by 3, so means negative 3 by 2. That's all. So like that, by making a circuit, we have determined all t functions with the help of this chart of values. How to determine the value of such angle? Look at this angle, find the value of sine of 25 pi by 6, 25 times pi by 6. So converting it in a degree and then determining in which quadrant it lies and then calculating value, it is a quite tedious job, because you need to check the quadrant whether first, second, third or fourth. So that will be helpful to you to determine value is positive or negative. So how will you start it? First of all, we will try to split this angle. We will find out how many rotation, what is exact position of the angle lies in which quadrant. To know that, we will do some rough calculation. I have taken sine of 25 pi by 6. We will simplify this angle 25 pi by 6. What is this? 25 pi by 6 can be written as, just simply divide, we will find quotient and remainder separately. 6 4s are 24. 6 4s are 24. How much remainder? Quotient is 4 and remainder is 1. So I can write like this. So 6 4s are 24 plus 1 by 6. So it is 25 by 6. So like that I can split. So 25 by 6 can be splitted as, by division, 6 4s are 25, remainder is 1 upon 4. So but along with pi, so it is a 4 pi and this is 1 by 4 pi. So means it is pi by 4. So we can split the given angle as 4 pi plus this. So sine of 4 pi plus pi by 4. And as we have learned, 4 pi means 2 rotations. 2 rotation and plus pi by 4 means where does it lie? After completing 2 rotation, pi by 4 means 45. So it comes in after completion, first rotation, second rotation and then 45, means finally it comes in first quadrant. So no need to consider these 2 rotations, because the angle is in first quadrant. I can take directly pi by 4. And sine of pi by 4 in first quadrant 45 is 1 by root 2. Like this we can determine the value of. So now we will find the value of sine of negative 690. Now the angle is negative. How to deal with negative angles? Because we don't know the value of such big angle as well as negative angle. So we need to reduce it. So we will convert this sine of negative 690. As you know that after every 2 pi, after every rotation, the value of trigonometric function repeats. So means I can add multiple of 360s, or I can subtract multiple of 360s from the given angle, then the value of trigonometric functions remains constant. So 360 how many times to make it positive? 360, if I add 360 it would not be positive. So double of 360, 720. Yes, 720 is more than this, so it will become positive. So I will add 2 times 360 in this. So value will not change because we are adding how many rotation? 360 is one rotation, so 2 rotation. So it is same as, so 720, 690 plus 720. So it would be 720 minus 690, it is sine of 30. So value of negative 690 is equivalent to positive 30, and that would be half. So like that we can convert negative angle to the positive angle by adding multiples of 360, suitable multiples of 360. So in such a way that it should be bigger than given negative number.